Welcome to the informational video on the Blairsville-Salzburg School District's one-to-one middle school initiative, commonly referred to as the Chromebook Plan. The purpose of this video is to explain the Chromebook Plan, discuss its importance, as well as identify and clarify some questions or concerns that you may have about the plan. This year, we at BSSD are excited to continue our district-wide technology upgrade by introducing the Chrome Plan to our middle school students. This initiative, as well as continued improvement to our base curriculum, will help our students to become dynamic, productive citizens in the 21st century global environment. As digital natives, students today are both willing and prepared for the added responsibility that a technological world requires. A Google Chromebook is a laptop that lacks internal storage. Instead, the majority of applications for the device are web-based and utilize the Google Chrome web browser and features. Google purposely and specifically designs their applications to interface directly or closely to programs that you and your child are already familiar with, such as Microsoft's Word or Apple's Numbers program. This use of the web as a storage tool is often referred to as cloud-based storage and represents the most cutting edge in modern technology. No longer will a student need to carry a flash drive or floppy disk with them. Email and documents is slowly disappearing. With cloud-based storage, all storage is only a password away. With our plan, each student will be generated and assigned a specific login and password to be utilized in Chrome. Using this combination, a student's work, data, games, and even preferences will be unique and specific to them. As part of the plan, students will be required to keep their password a secret and never share their password with any other student, as agreed to in our district's acceptable use policy. This ensures that a student account is only accessible to the student and BSSD technology department. If a student or another person attempts to alter settings, bypass filters, or otherwise change the district's established guides on the Chromebook, this would be considered a violation of our acceptable use policy and would be handled accordingly. Please see the school board link on our district web page for more details. All students grades 6 through 8 will have a specific Chromebook assigned to them. These Chromebooks will be stored in the student's homeroom and accessed during each day's homeroom period. At the end of the day's homeroom, students will be responsible for plugging in the device and securing it back into the storage cart. Failure to charge the device will be treated as a missed assignment and dealt with according to standard disciplinary procedures. Chromebooks will never go home with a student. In the case of an early dismissal, the students will return the Chromebook to their homeroom teacher or leave the Chromebook at the library help desk or main office. Because of cloud storage, all work will be accessible off school grounds via any computing device with an internet connection. Again, Chromebooks will never go home with a student. Chromebooks will be securely stored during all study halls, lunches, and physical education classes to ensure accidental damage is avoided. A student will never be allowed to carry their Chromebook into the locker room. While at school, all internet traffic will be filtered through the district's web filtering program. Students will not have access to social media such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Every effort is made by the district and the technology department to block and filter inappropriate internet material, allowing students only to access academically approved sites that help to apportion their time wisely. The taking and posting of unauthorized videos or photos is considered a violation of the school's acceptable use policy and will be handled as such. Consequences including the disabling of photo taking on the Chromebook, as well as other disciplinary procedures, could be in place. Though Chromebooks are an important tool in the current landscape of education, it is to be noted that they are not replacing textbooks, teachers, or homework. Chromebooks, as with all technology provided to students, act as an aid in creating a diverse, rigorous, dynamic, and differentiated academic curriculum. Just as a textbook aids in learning, we at BSSD hope that parents understand the necessity for technology integrated into the classroom to enhance a student's K-12 experience and prepare them for their next level of education. Those students will have access to an educational app store at school. There is no reason for a student to need access to purchasing any apps. The school will provide all apps, paid or free, to the student, and it is forbidden for a student to enter a credit card into their school-provided Google account, either at home or at school. Students will not be able to print directly from the Chromebook. However, in the case that printing is required for class, there is a procedure to print materials. A school-approved and provided case will be assigned to each student's Chromebook. This case provides the very best protection against damage currently available for Google Chromebooks. Students are required to keep their Chromebook in this case at all times. In the case of malfunction, a student should inform their classroom teacher immediately. A Chromebook help desk will be available in the library for malfunctioning or broken Chromebooks. A student should never attempt to repair their assigned Chromebook. Until now, students have been involved in a classroom-based model of our Chrome plan, but this video, as well as the corresponding informational packet, signifies the district's confidence that students are prepared to move to a carry-around model from classroom to classroom. As parents and students, please consider this to be a privilege of utmost importance to the education provided in our district and promptly return all required paperwork so that the classes and students in our middle schools can see the benefits as soon as possible. This has been the Blairsville-Salzburg School District 1-to-1 Chromebook Plan.